Hi guys, I am Miss Fashanta and I'm here with the beautiful Erica Campbell and Mr. Warryn Campbell. How are you guys?
Good, how you doing?
How are you? Awesome, I'm doing awesome. Thank you guys for taking time out to talk to me. I'm so excited for your new show. We're at the Campbells. Can you tell me about the process, how long it took, the entire completion? How was that?
It was fairly quick.
It was really quick.
Yeah.
I think the initial meeting we had as far as doing the show and pitching it was one day, and then I think 3 weeks later we were shooting on it.
Yes, and then we shot like I think 9 weeks.
8 weeks?
Eight
or nine
weeks straight, and so it was kind of every day.
How did the children adjust to like being on TV? I'm sure they're like used to it, but like was there any prepping involved with them, like being on TV, or how was that?
It was a little bit.
It was a little bit, yeah.
Be quiet.
Sit down, hush.
Or my kids will pick up things from cartoons and just repeat them all day, like little phrases.
Little silly things.
Tell them don't say that while we're in and having a conversation about something that they're saying weird stuff. Like, don't say that right now. Little things like that. They're just being kids.
Yeah, they're just being kids. Yeah.
Also, I love TVOne, but why TVOne? Why say, you know what, I want to approve this show, and what made you listen to it? I want the green light for this network.
TVOne is the black network.
It's us. It's us.
It's who we are.
Yeah. It shows the best of us. I feel it really highlights who we are, what we do, the ups and downs, the goods and bads. I mean, even if you look at their lineup of shows, you're not gonna look at TV and be embarrassed, right?
They were gonna let us be us.
Yeah.
And even more so than I think a BET would. You know what I mean? Because we look at the shows on all the different networks, they represent different things. There's a lot of go to VH1. Even when our old network, WeTV, there's a lot of shows where they highlight the drama and the mess and throwing champagne and drinks on each other. You're not gonna see that on TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People kind of love a mess. It's true.
It's true.
They love train wrecks. Sometimes those train wrecks make them feel better about their own lives. Well, at least I'm not that. We see it on social media. If somebody is in a fight, they're gonna repost it. It's gonna go viral. You see somebody, doing something crazy, as opposed to a kid who graduates from college may take a little bit longer to get more views and likes. It's just really unfortunate, but it speaks to our desire. Why are we drawn? I always ask myself, why do I want to see this? That's just my own personal conviction. So from a television perspective, we wanted to offer something that would at least show the best of who we are. Not the perfection, because nobody's perfect, but just show us in a light that could encourage other people, that could inspire and uplift other people.
Awesome, and then I want to know from you guys, quote for you guys, what makes a strong marriage? What qualities keeps a marriage going, keeps it alive, and makes it awesome?
There's a scripture that says love is patient, love is kind, long-suffering, it's not puffed up, doesn't seek to prove itself right. And when you put all those elements in a relationship, God, love, friendship, communication, honesty, patience, you can make anything happen. But if you go in with your fists up, if you go in with the defenses on, and I don't want that, love and pain go hand in hand sometimes. This is the truth. But you can overcome anything if love is first. It can't be pain and then a little bit of love. It has to be the other way around. And I think we like each other a lot. He's my friend. When we hang out, it's not like I'm just waiting to hang with my girls. Well, I love my girls. This is my guy right here. And he's the first person I want to call when something happens, good or bad. He's the first person I call when I'm nervous or I need to ask a question. He's my business partner, my pastor, my lover, my BD, my baby daddy, or whatever. All that makes it work,
For me, as a man, you have to have a safe place to be able to come home and fall apart. You know what I mean? A safe place where the world is not looking at you to be so strong. She's my rock when I'm not the rock. You know what I'm saying? I'm the rock of the family, but every once in a while I have a bad day, and I gotta come home and be able to express my bad day without her judging me. I gotta be able to express my weaknesses without her judging me. Just on every level. And I think the reason why a lot of marriages don't work is because men don't feel safe to come home and say, "Man, I'm dealing with this issue," and you should be the one to help me through it because you
instead of posting it on Facebook asking her, girl, he said this, he is trying to.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of it. I cannot take it anymore.
I never forget, and we live in LA and New York, and in New York we had something called the day. The day in New York. This is for all my fellas. This is when we're talking about being really, really honest with your wife. The day is when winter turns to spring, and it's the day that all the women start coming out of their clothes. They got their arms out, their legs out. And so she was, I don't know where she was, but I was in New York by myself. And I came out the house, out of my office, and I was walking home to our apartment. And it seemed like everybody didn't have no clothes on. And so my neck was hurt because I kept looking and going at them. And so I got home and I called my wife. I said, you got to pray for me. My neck hurts. It really, I've been doing this, looking at all these women all day. She laughed, but I was able to tell her that and be honest with her, like, man, you got to come on out here.
Right.
Like, I don't know if I can. This is not just too much.
Right.
But how can you, as a man, you ought to be able to bring that to your wife and not to your boys, because most times we bring that to our wife, what they do, they get mad.
Yeah.
That's what you. That's what we doing now. That's what and then it ain't that. It's just I'm expressing that to my best friend. You know what I mean? Who looks at it and we laugh about it and it's done with. But if you make a thing out of it, then it becomes a thing.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, I'm going out there again. But that was that, and that was it. You know what I mean?
And I put my husband up on game, on the female game. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of times, the girls the women are trying to get his attention, they know that they're going to become his wife. But there are some dirty chicks out there who like, well, he was looking at me. Oh, that's her husband. They see him on TV out. But I seen him looking at me though. But you know what I mean? But they know what they're doing. And so I'm telling him, pay attention. Everybody that's laughing is I'm a songwriter. I want to get in the studio. Let's work together. Everybody ain't got good intentions. And not only do you need to see, but your spirit needs to be aware of what's happening when she's laughing at every single joke. And it's all so funny and she's so touched. I'll be like, nah, man, nah, bro. Just pay attention. And I don't feel the need to go and police him and stand over him or be in the room. I just make sure that he understands. First of all, I trust you. I know who you are. I know who we are. And I know not only is God for us, but I know the enemy is trying to come against this. And so he'll use anybody. And these women, they don't know you, but you are straight up being used by Satan. You think it's what you want. You are being used by Satan because you're trying to destroy something that God put together. And so as I share that with him, and him with me, you know what I mean? Just be careful when these extra outside friends and get too close and this is my friend, this is my husband, this is my best friend.
He's a little too
tickled. She too tickled.
I'm like, he took a picture with you, but you know how you take a picture and you put your hand on somebody's back.
And your hand slide down.
His hand was sliding down.
And I go, no, raise your hand, brother, too low. Or if I have friends, we're legitimately friends, and they text me too late, I'll be like, what are you doing texting me? It's like, get off my phone. I'll talk to you tomorrow at 9, not
but
at
see
12.
How we had the conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes it work.
That's what makes it work.
I love how you guys have such strong bond. It's so awesome. And I love to also know, for those who are out there wanting to get closer with God, don't know how, what advice can you both give to those who are wanting to connect or reconnect with God and become more spiritual, just change their life around?
You have to remove the negative factors in your life. You have to start there. Music helped me greatly. Before I really knew the word of God, it was music. It was the songs of the Lord that I would listen to that would just remind me that He loved me, remind me that He cared for me, remind me that He was forgiving and that He could take care of my cares and woes and give me strength to go through stuff. And that's where I started. And from there, the appetite for Him grows because you have these powerful, wonderful moments with God and you want it again and again. And it just, as you start consuming God, you want more of Him because there's a confidence that comes that is unexplainable that allows you to stand so tall in some of the darkest places of your life. And so, I would say start with just spending more time with Him and start with music, gospel music.
I think it's a really, really simple thing. If you want to get close to somebody, you got to spend time with them. And that's pretty much it. I can't build a relationship with you if I never talk to you. And so I would tell anybody, just start talking to God.
Let's talk.
However you talk. Not, you ain't got to figure out I don't know how to pray. Listen, I'm a pastor, and sometimes I don't feel comfortable praying all the time. She's like one of those, you got those people that pick up a mic and just can pray, and it's all eloquent and I'm not that guy, right? So I mean, sometimes I am, but you know, I'm getting better at it. But I just talk to God like regular. Hey man, listen, I don't know what's going on now.
Right.
God, what's going on? You know, I just talk to him. So I think if you can just find your space to just talk to him like a normal person would talk, like you talk to your friend,
like you talk to your father, like you talk to your mom and dad,
like you talk to your daddy.
Yeah, that is great advice. Thank you guys again for taking time out to talk to me, and congratulations on your new hairline.
Thank you.
I'm so excited. I love me some hair stitches.
I'm good. I have some stuff for you then.
Oh, awesome.
I have some stuff for
You guys make sure to watch me on Campbells and on TVOne.